Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Dave from DLLM Cactus. Today wanted to talk about the variegated Euphorbia Ammak. Uh, love this plant. Ended up getting a 3-pack at Lowe's for 35 plus tax. So roughly like $12–13 a plant when you get the 3. Starting to warm up a little bit in the window inside. So it's kind of entering their growing season that I've had. So definitely want to get these separated and into individual pots. So gonna kind of walk you through it. I bought one, I believe like a year and a half ago, and that's where it was. So it grew almost 1.5 feet in that time. So definitely want to get some others going. Love how they look. Hopefully they'll branch out. But when they get big like this, they can cost over 100, couple of hundreds when they get branched out. So yeah, just wanted to grow some and kind of show you the process. Take these apart, clean the roots off, and then have a mixture here, like 50-50, real easy mix, 50% cactus mix, 50% perlite. It's what I have on this one. Most of the perlite come up to the top. But yeah, well draining. Usually water it like once a week, every week and a half inside. But yeah, it grows great. Usually like 60 to 80 degree weather. So here in Vegas, it grows perfect inside. I know that they are native to Saudi Arabia, Yemen, and Somalia, I believe. So really cool to get plants from across the globe and grow them inside your house. But yeah, let's get it started. I'll get these kind of cleaned off and we'll get them potted up and show you how to do it. Here we go. Just heads up, always kind of use gloves when you're handling euphorbia. They do have like a white sap that's really an irritant, can make your stomach ache really bad too. So definitely has that little ooze that comes out, and they don't have like spines or kind of like cactus. They actually have thorns, so not as sharp to me, but definitely can still get you when they handle them. So always wear gloves. That's my best bet. I just watered this. I want to say, you can still see on the bottom here, it still has some moisture. I watered it, I want to say 4 or 5 days ago. So just wanted to make sure that, you know, they were kind of healthy when I was repotting them. Didn't want them real like brittle and not watered for too long there. So, and I'll hold off from watering them again when I repot them because I don't want to have any root damage or any root rot coming off, because anytime that you kind of pull these apart like this, you're definitely going to do a little damage to the roots. But yeah, when they pot this up at the big box, it's really rich. Like almost looks like just straight peat moss, almost a little perlite. But these are probably from cutting, so we'll see how developed the roots are. And then I have some pots. I think they're just over a gallon to kind of put the 3 in. That one back there. Kind of massage them out. A little tougher at the bottom. Looks like that's where they were kind of all tangled up down there. Got a nice little tangle going on right across from each other. I'm not trying to damage any of the big roots. So trying to gently take it apart. There we go. Massaging, it's helping. There we we go. All right. So, looks like a lot of the dryer is going to be on top here. Let's kind of pull this off. Handy chopstick. So not big root structure. As you can see, not a big root structure at all. Like this is all that I have. So when you're talking about a gallon pot, you're fine. Like that's gonna be plenty. That'll be one. Just giving it a slight tap in the inside there along kind of the spine or the center of the plant. Get all that rich, like just straight peat moss off. A little bit fuller on this one, but you can definitely tell from cutting. Whoop. Just getting the inside out here. Get as cleaned off as I can. These little nooks and crannies can definitely hold some dirt in them. Definitely better root structure on that one. Perfect. Looks good. But I'm going to get rid of all of this. I'll kind of clear this out, and then we'll start to pot them up individually here. And just to show you an example of what I mean by that white sap, you can kind of see here, move it forward, right along there, right on the top of my fingertip. It's kind of oozing that little white sap from one of the little cuts that was made while I was trying to get all the dirt off of there. So that's the stuff you don't want it to touch your hands, like at all. Do have these containers here filled with rocks at the bottom, so it will kind of plug up the drainage holes there, so I won't lose a lot of dirt out. But then we'll fill it with some of our mix. They're a good like 3 inches or so, 4 inches or so, and then start filling in around here. We'll start with this one here first. Birds are singing today. Spring is coming. We'll kind of set him right in there. I think this pot will be perfect for him. Her, him. Either or. If I could literally tell you how many times I had to stop and start these videos and edit them because of planes. I mean, I'm right in a flight path here. And the international airport loves the weekends here in Vegas. That is for sure. Get it pretty filled up here. kind of how it was before. It's comfy in there. Definitely comfy. These are going to be a little bit bigger on this one, so hopefully the weight will be good. Just make sure I get a good base down there. Roots kind of comfy. This mixture isn't exactly dry like the cactus soil and perlite. I wet the perlite down so I don't deal with as much of the dust. So a little moist on the soil. I wouldn't exactly say wet, but I wouldn't say dry either. So definitely has a little moisture to it. I'm not going to be watering these plants here for probably about 4 or 5 days, if not a week. So just make it kind of comfy in there. Don't press down too hard, but just kind of get it set up. Might do a little top dressing with some rocks too to kind of weigh it down a little bit, because these are a little bit taller for the pots. Looks good. Another plant. All right, last one. That one in there. It's pretty good. Fill it up. All right, feels good. So they look good. Gonna get these top dressed here, and then I will show you kind of the finished result. But super simple. Basically, just get them separated, clean off the roots, give them a little space in the new pots, and then just make sure to give it a little time before you water them. But great way to purchase multiple plants and then kind of show you the end result. All right, got all 3 of them potted up, separated out there, did a little top dressing to them. It's just a drainage rock from Home Depot or Lowe's. They have bags at both of them for like $6. Tons of rock. So use that to top dress. Real efficient. Gives it a little weight, kind of holds them in place. And then keeps the bugs off of them, especially because I'm going to be growing these indoors. These Euphorbia, too hard to grow out here. Gets too cold in the winter, too hot in the summer. But they love that 70 degrees year round with the windows in the house. But love them. Euphorbia Ammak, Variegated. 3 of them for $39, so like 13 a piece. Hopefully I can grow them as big as this one and maybe move 1 or 2 of them, trade them for other cactus, sell them to get more, keep the collection growing. If you can, like and subscribe. We will see you next week.